They say blood runs thicker than water. But can it moonwalk? Because right now, the internet is losing its mind over footage that just dropped. Michael Jackson. The moonwalk? Thriller? All of it recreated frame by frame, except it's not Michael Jackson. It's his nephew. And the resemblance is so uncanny it's actually creeping people out. But here's where this story gets interesting. This isn't just another music biopic. This is a movie that almost didn't happen. A movie that had to be completely reworked after filming wrapped. A movie that's about to tell the story of the king of pop while carefully dancing around the controversies that defined his final years. So what made it to the screen? What got cut? And why are fans already divided before anyone's even seen the full film? Let's break it down. First things first, Jaafar Jackson, Michael's nephew, son of Jermaine Jackson, and apparently the genetic lottery winner of the entire Jackson family. The moment that teaser trailer dropped on Thursday, social media exploded. Because when you see Jaafar in full MJ mode doing the moonwalk, it's not just good. It's like watching a time machine. The mannerisms, the moves, the energy, it's all there. Now, casting family members in biopics is always risky. Sometimes you get magic. Sometimes you get nepotism accusations. And right now, the internet is split down the middle. Team This Is Perfect. Fans saying nobody else could capture Michael's essence like actual family. That the Jackson DNA is literally in his blood. That this is respectful continuity. Team This Is Problematic. Critics arguing that casting family means the movie can't be objective. That it's basically a Jackson family production designed to control the narrative. That we're getting hagiography, not biography. And honestly, both sides have a point. But here's where this gets really interesting. According to reports from Puck earlier this year, this movie hit a massive roadblock that nobody saw coming. The original script included the 1993 investigation, you know the one, Jordan Chandler, the allegations, the settlement. All of it was apparently in the film. They shot it, wrapped production, started post. And then someone realized there was a problem. The settlement from 1993 reportedly included a clause that prohibited any dramatization of the Chandler family. And the filmmakers? They had no idea it existed until after they'd already filmed those scenes. So what do you do when you've made a Michael Jackson biopic that includes legally undramatizable content? You rework the entire movie. Reshoots, rewrites, delays. The release date got pushed. The budget ballooned. And now we have a version of Michael Jackson's life story that conspicuously avoids one of the most publicized chapters of his life. So what made the cut? From the trailer, we're getting the greatest hits package. The Moonwalk debut, Thriller, Smooth Criminal, the Jackson 5 discovery, his rise to becoming the biggest entertainer on the planet. The director, Antoine Fuqua, who made Training Day and The Equalizer, describes it as exploring Michael's life beyond the music, his creative ambition, his relentless pursuit of perfection, his journey from child star to global icon. The cast is absolutely stacked. Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson, Nia Long as Catherine, Miles Teller, Lorenz Tate, Kat Graham. This isn't some low-budget tribute film. This is a major studio production with serious talent. But what won't you see? The trailer gives us zero indication that any of Michael's legal troubles make an appearance. No mention of the allegations. No trial sequences. No uncomfortable questions about his relationships with children. And look, that's a choice. A very deliberate choice. Here's something you need to understand about this movie. It's being made with the full cooperation and approval of the Michael Jackson estate. That means the people who control Michael's image, his music, his legacy, they have a say in how this story gets told. And they've been very clear, for years, that they believe Michael was innocent of all allegations, that he was a victim of extortion, that the media destroyed an innocent man. So, is this movie going to challenge that narrative? Probably not. Is it going to present a complex, nuanced look at a man who was both a genius artist and a deeply troubled individual? Unclear. Or is it going to be a celebration of his music, his talent, and his cultural impact, while treating the controversies as unfortunate distractions from his real story? Based on the trailer, that seems like the direction they're heading. And this is where Michael Jackson fandom gets really complicated, because Michael Jackson fans are not a monolith. There are fans who believe he was completely innocent and that any criticism of him is character assassination. There are fans who acknowledge the allegations are concerning, but choose to separate the art from the artist. And there are former fans who can't listen to his music anymore without thinking about the accusations. So a movie like this? It's going to satisfy some people and infuriate others no matter what it does. The "protect Michael's legacy at all costs" crowd will probably love it. The "we need full historical honesty" crowd will probably hate it. And everyone in the middle will be left wondering what the truth really is. Here's the bigger question, though. What does this say about music biopics in 2025? We've had Bohemian Rhapsody, which glossed over Freddie Mercury's more complicated personal life. We've had Rocketman, which Elton John himself produced and controlled. We've had Elvis, which Baz Luhrmann turned into a fever dream music video. And now we have Michael, which is being made with estate approval, family casting, and legal constraints that literally prevent certain stories from being told. So are we getting documentaries? Or are we getting authorized mythology? Because there's a difference between telling someone's life story and telling the version of their life story that their estate wants you to hear. Let's talk about that moonwalk recreation for a second, though, because even the skeptics have to admit it looks incredible. Jaafar sliding backward across that stage, the audience losing their minds, the moment where music history changed forever. They nailed it. The costume, the lighting, the energy. It's like watching archival footage, except it's not. And that's the movie's biggest strength. Visually, this thing looks like it's going to be spectacular. The concert recreations, the music video homages, the dance sequences. If you're a fan of Michael Jackson's artistry, this movie is going to give you chills. But is spectacle enough? Can you make a satisfying biopic by only showing the highlights? So here's where we land. Michael drops in theaters April 18th, 2025. It stars Michael Jackson's actual nephew. It's directed by a serious filmmaker. It has a massive budget and a talented cast. And it's going to show you the king of pop at his absolute best. What it's not going to show you is the full picture, the uncomfortable parts, the questions that never got fully answered, the allegations that hung over his final years. And maybe that's fine. Maybe we don't need every biopic to be a brutal takedown. Maybe celebrating an artist's genius while acknowledging that their personal life was complicated is enough. Or maybe we're just getting a sanitized, estate-approved version of history that prioritizes box office over truth. You'll have to decide for yourself when you see it. But one thing's for sure. When Jaafar Jackson moonwalks across that screen, for just a moment, it's going to feel like Michael never left. So what's your take? Are you excited for this movie or worried it's going to be a whitewash? Do you think Jafar can pull it off? And can you separate Michael Jackson the artist from Michael Jackson the person? Drop your honest thoughts below. And if you want more entertainment deep dives that actually ask the hard questions, hit that subscribe button. We're not here for fluff. We're here for the full story.